UAlbany has won 7 of their last 9 games, and they got a huge game on Wednesday night at SEFCU. UMBC comes into town. UAlbany a chance to go into 3rd place if they can beat their Retrievers. They blew them out on the road, Martin Luther King Day matinee, but something tells me won't be as easy second time around. But that's the challenge of head coach Will Brown with his team. And as always on a Monday, Coach joins us here on Big Board Sports. Good morning, Will.
Good morning. What's going on?
Too much. Just getting through, and then we get these snowstorms out of the way. I'm like, no more snowstorm. We're good. We had 2 huge ones, and let's get March here, and the madness begins. But hey, your team's playing really well. You've won 7 and 9. You had 2 big road wins last week. Went to New Hampshire, played really well, got the win. Went down to Binghamton on Thursday in and around a snowstorm, and got a victory. So you must feel pretty good the way your team is playing right now.
Yeah, I think we're just rock solid right now. I think we're doing a nice job overall, playing better on the road than we have at home, which is surprising. But guys are doing a good job. I've said it. This team has the opportunity to continue to get better down the stretch here, and we've only got 4 games left before the conference tournament. So I think it's important that we try to put together as many one-game winning streaks as possible, and that we're feeling good about ourselves after these next 4 games. And hopefully have some momentum heading into the conference tournament, which feels like is just right around the corner.
Well, what is it about the last 9 games? You've won 7 of them. What has changed about your team and the fact that you are really starting to put it together right now?
We've really done a better job embracing the defensive side of the ball. I think that stands out. We're much more consistent defensively, and then I think the insertion of Devontae Campbell into the lineup, a 6'6" wing who's committed to guarding the other team's best player for long periods of time. That takes an awful lot of pressure off David Nichols and Joe Cremo, where they don't have to score consistently for us and then guard the other team's best player as well. It gives them a chance to guard a second or a third option on the perimeter for the other team. And Devontae has also really helped us on the glass. So we've become a bigger, more physical team, I think, with Devontae, a better defensive team, and I think just collectively our guys have a better feel and understanding for how important it is to just get stops, especially on nights where we're not shooting the ball well. You got to go out there and you have to guard. You got to consistently get stops, and I think they're figuring that out.
Coach, on the other side of the floor offensively, you have had stretches, particularly early, or I guess maybe the first half of the season, where the three-point production has been lacking. You've had games where you had 2 and 3 total made three-pointers. But here in the last week or two, you've seen, or we've seen, a willingness for Joe Cremo, David Nichols, Devontae Campbell, Dallas Enema to just really step up and shoot the basketball. And you guys have had 6 threes, 7 threes, 8 threes. What is the difference between the last week or 2 as opposed to the first portion of the season in terms of the three-point production?
Well, I think what happens is, you are what you emphasize. And, we emphasize attacking the basket, getting a piece of the paint, beating our opponents from the free throw line, trying to play high percentage basketball. And I think what gets lost in all of that is, when people listen to me, they think that we're not a good three-point shooting team, and we're a solid three-point shooting team, in my opinion. Not a great one, not a bad one, solid. And what we have to do is take enough of them and make enough of them to keep the defense honest, so it opens up those driving lanes for us. And, it's been tough. With Joe and David, I've really had to urge them to shoot the ball. Teams are so worried about Joe driving it and Joe posting up that, they're playing a step off of Joe. Same thing with David. They're playing those guys for the drive because that's what they do really well. Both of them are good, solid three-point shooters, and the three-point shots that we need them to step up and take are the ones in rhythm. If we play inside out and we kick it back out, they have to shoot it in rhythm. If we drive the ball and kick it, they have to have a willingness to just catch it and shoot it. I told David, in particular, David and Joe, at UNH, I said, hey, they're sagging off you guys. They're sagging off all of us. You guys might have to take 6 or 7 threes each today because you're going to get good ones in rhythm. And that's something that I talked to Devontae about. I was actually happy that Devontae stepped up and took 6 threes against UNH. He was hesitant at first. And, so what happens, you hesitate. The defense closes out short. They close down the driving lanes, and now they've got you back on your heels as an offense. So I think it's just a matter of us being a smart, aggressive, and just taking that 1-2 right into the 3. So we're not settling for threes right now. I think the threes that we're taking are good ones in rhythm by guys that have to take them. David, Joe, and Devontae like to drive that ball. Dallas is more of a catch-and-shoot guy, so, that's what he does. But those other 3 guys, there has to be a willingness to step up and take them. And it's easy to take the second one after you make the first one. The big thing for those guys is if they miss 1 or 2, they've got to take the next one. As long as it's off a ball reversal, a penetrating kick, or an inside out, I think they've got to step up and take them. We're not looking to come down and let them fly 7 or 8 seconds into the shot clock. But, when we get that ball reversal and we're in attacking mode, we've got to take that one in rhythm when it presents itself. And the way teams are guarding us is going to present itself more and more. And we just got to step up and take it.
Time with Will Brown, UAlbany men's basketball coach. Winners of 7 of their last 9. Chance to go into 3rd place with a victory over UMBC Wednesday night, 7 o'clock at CEFCU Arena. We'll be on the air at 6:30 with the Mohawk Honda pregame show. All UAlbany men's basketball games here on 104.5, the Team ESPN Radio. Will, you blew them out down in Baltimore, but 27 was it, the number? It just played well on defense, offense, had everything going. What do you expect, though, in the rematch here on Wednesday night?
Well, I think the last time we played them, we were a desperate team. We needed a win badly. We had struggled through that 3-game stretch to start conference play, and I thought we played like a desperate team on both sides of the ball. I think it'll be a lot different this time, because I think UMBC needs this win. We need this win. They, on paper, are the worst matchup for us as far as our defense is concerned. They spread the floor. They can really, really score the basketball. This is one of those games where I think we'll get really good shots. I think we'll be able to score. My concern is, are we going to be able to guard them? They at times they go very small, and their 2 best three-point shooters are playing the power forward and center spot. And where we have a big advantage is on the glass. Where they have the advantage is they can spread us out. So it's going to be huge. It's going to depend on how our front court, in my opinion, defends, especially away from the basket. Can we keep Lyles, who's one of the most dynamic guards in our league, out of the lane? If this game is in the 80s and in the 90s, we're going to be in trouble. We've got to make this a game where we control tempo. We got to make it a physical game. But there's not a shot in the heck that this game's going to be anything like the first one. In my opinion, I think this is going to be this game's going to have like a conference tournament feel to it. So this is going to be a huge test for us, and we have not played well at home, in my opinion. This is the first time in a long time where I've had a team that just has played flat out, has played better away from this FQ arena. And I can't put my finger on it, but, I think if there's a time for us to, play well at home, it would be Wednesday night, against a team that can really put the ball in the basket.
Will Brown, we appreciate a few minutes every Monday here on Big Board Sports. Good luck on Wednesday, and we'll see you at CEFCU Arena.
And next Monday, I'm going to come in the studio.
Okay.
It's about time.
All right. I'll come into the studio next Monday. Today was all about the weather. I know we moved the taping of our show till tomorrow because of the weather.
Yeah,
so
we did.
Next Monday, I'll come in, Raj, and I'll make sure I bring you some goodies. I got to keep you at fighting weight, right?
You're killing me on the fighting weight, for crying out loud. Coach Brown brings the donuts to the Mohawk Honda where we tape our UAlbany basketball TV show that airs on Saturday mornings, 11:30 on My 4. Now you're going to start bringing them in here on Mondays?
Well, the problem for me now is I step on the scale every morning, and I don't like what the scale's been saying of late. So misery loves company.
Yeah.
So I gotta make sure some other people are putting on the LBs with me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm right with you, Coach. Don't worry, it's working. Keep up the great work.
You gotta stay warm in the wintertime, right, Raj?
I guess so. All right, Coach. Hey, have a good practice, and we'll see you over at CEFCU on Wednesday.
You guys have a good one. Take care.